Page 44, Piano Sonata number 14 in C sharp minor, Opus 27, number 2. So probably his most famous one, known as the Moonlight Sonata. The original is in C sharp minor, which is 4 sharps. This is, well, it's got 1 flat. It's probably going to still be in minor, therefore it will be in D minor. What they did is they just took it up a half step. That's all. Yeah, and that's fine. We get the essence of what it's about. You have triplets in the right hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and but not all the way through. So you got to be able to go back and forth between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and so you know at the beginning it's an A there, and you're just transferring weight finger to finger very calmly. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and second line. The second line, second measure, watch out. That C sharp is good for the rest of the measure. Look out. So you get a C sharp at the end again. And then you get the 1 and 2 and 1, this 4 and 4 and. Don't turn these into triplets. That 16th note needs to be short. And I recommend a 3-1-3. Not a 3. And make sure the dotted half note it's a natural accent. So don't play the 16th note louder than I've heard people do that. Don't do that. It's to hear. And then the left hand's got the triplets going on. But the melody is this. All that at the beginning was introduction. There's a couple ways we can finger this third line on page 45. I'll give you options. You can start with third finger. It seems to be what they want you to do, but we want to connect the top note. All of that together. The bottom note we do the best we can. We want to connect the top note. The pedal will connect it for us. The point is I want to feel it with the fingers. I want to feel this melody go. I want to feel that with the fingers. So I want to connect it. So it's here. I can do a 4, and then a 1-5, and then a 1-4, because you can cross over here, believe it or not. And then a 1-5, and then they're fingering. Or starting with the second or the third line there, as rather than the third finger, use second. Because it was third finger up above, then beginning of the third line, just second. So it's a 2 and a 1-3, 1-4, 1-5. Substitute the 5 for the 4. Once you get there, and then here, and now. You'll have to work out a fingering that works for you, but try and finger it as legato as you can, at least the top note. Now over on page 47 at the bottom, the last line, the last 2 measures, you're down here. And that last measure, that is an F and a D. Pretty much. Let's look at the left hand. The beginning is just whole notes, because the right hand's got the fun part. And then thumb. This is the second measure, the second line is an A, that's an A. Just stay in that position. And then lift up. Now the left hand gets the... Just transfer weight from finger to finger and keep it soft. The melodies in the other hand, we're going to want to hear that, so this needs to be soft. At the top of page 45, at the end of the first line, that last 2 beats, go ahead and use their fingering until you get to the end. I wrote 1, 3, 5, coming down. This way you're in position to go on. You want to connect it with the hands. So the last measure is in the first line, then here, 3, here, we're trying to work out a fingering so we can connect the quarter notes. And the last line there, you're here. Well, you're coming off of here, so just scrunch up 4, 2. Top of page 46, over here. And an E natural, F sharp. You're going to do that again and blah, blah, blah. At the end, bottom page 47, last 2 measures, you're here, to here, to here. A D and an E. Put the hands together. Here. Keep in mind this is a slow piece. All legato, all connected. And that we got rest in the right hand there. Feel I need to play all of this for you because you can read these notes, I hope, and get an idea. So let's go on and talk to, as far as the articulation goes, for the most part this is all legato. You have some phrasing in the right hand, but otherwise it's pretty much all legato. Then we get to the dynamics, very soft. Both hands are equally important here, so both hands are very soft. I tend to crescendo in here and then come back down. Very soft. Here we want to hear the right hand. The left hand has to be extremely very soft. Whatever. I tend to play this left hand a little, or the right hand, more like a medium soft. I want to bring it out a little more just to make sure it's above the left hand. So at the top of page 45. Now here I play this a little louder. Crescendo a little bit here. They're saying keep all this soft and crescendo on the neck here. I think the crescendo, the swell belongs on the third line. Here, 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 and then come down. So I would tend to decrescendo on that last line all the way through, because I do the swell above it here and then come down. Top of page 46, that swell is fine. You're swelling in the left hand, you can't do anything in the right. This is one of the illusions we can do with piano, is even though you're just hanging on to it and it's dying away, it gives the illusion it's actually getting louder because the left hand is getting louder. Just, you got to get to know the piece well enough so you can start feeling this. If you listen to recordings of it, you can hear how other people are doing the dynamics, and you get the feeling of the dynamics. The piece overall is fairly soft and gentle, but we need to add some pedal to this to smooth all this out and add a bunch of overtones. So let's talk about the pedal. The pedal is going to be a legato pedal, so it's going to lag behind the hands. I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal. And when I change the pedal with a little thingy, it'll be after I play the notes. So the pedal lags behind them. So at the beginning it's here, notes first, then pedal. Then change it after. Last line, first measure, I want to hear the rest in the right hand. So I'm changing the pedal on beat 2. lose the right hand. And again, on the last beat of the measure, I want to lose all this extra sound. So all I have when the right hand comes in is this. So I'm changing the pedal on the last beat. And the first line on page 45 in the second measure, I don't like, that's too much sound for me, so I'm changing the pedal on each of the last two beats there in the second measure. And here in the second line, the first measure, when I get to the last beat, I'm changing the pedal. I want to lose the sound, so it's here. And you kind of have a choice on the second line, second measure. You can change it with each of the first three beats or leave it down, because here, it's like, how much sound do you want? That's too much for me, because this is a soft piece. I'm changing it with each beat here. Here and change. So I'm adjusting the pedal on how much sound I want at the time. I also sometimes on the third or the last beat of a measure on that type of a pattern, I might lift it or not. I change the pedal to lose the sound that was before it, because I don't want to. In the actual piece itself, these triplets continue on. For instance, take the last line on page 44 here. These triplets would continue. But in this arrangement they give you a quarter note, and I think it's more effective if you lose that sound. Just a personal opinion. You can leave it down, there's nothing wrong with it, leave it down if you want. What sound are you after? When you get to the top of page 46, here again. Third line down, second measure, every beat here. Because the harmony is changing here. Your pedaling is fine. You get down to the end. The last line on page 47, it's here. All of these are part triplets. They let them all run together. It's like one hand played the whole thing. That's what we want it to sound like. Here and here. Die away. Make that really super soft there. And at the end, with the fermata and all, what you can do is let the keys up and then slowly lift the pedal. And the sound should just die away, depending on your piano and what it's capable of doing.